Avengers vs. X-Men Explained. The fight that shattered Marvel's heroes. It all begins with the return of an ancient, unstoppable force, the Phoenix. The Phoenix Force, a powerful cosmic entity capable of reshaping reality, is on a collision course with Earth. The Avengers know this force has the potential to destroy the planet. But for the X-Men, it represents something else: hope. The Phoenix might be the only thing capable of reigniting the dwindling mutant population after the events of House of M. This sets the stage for a clash between two of Marvel's most powerful teams, Avengers vs. X-Men. As the Phoenix draws nearer, both the Avengers and the X-Men prepare for what's coming, but with very different goals in mind. The Avengers, led by Captain America, want to stop the Phoenix Force from reaching Earth, fearing the catastrophic destruction it could bring. On the other side, Cyclops, the leader of the X-Men, believes that the Phoenix will reignite the mutant race and sees it as the key to their survival. What starts as a disagreement soon escalates into a full-scale war between these two iconic superhero teams. At the center of this conflict is Hope Summers, the first mutant born after the decimation. Many believe she is the prophesied mutant messiah who will save her people. Cyclops is convinced that the Phoenix Force is coming for Hope, seeing her as the key to the survival of mutantkind. Meanwhile, the Avengers, particularly Captain America, fear that Hope's connection to the Phoenix will lead to even more destruction. Both teams fight to control Hope, each convinced they are doing what's right for the world. With the fate of the world hanging in the balance, tensions between the Avengers and the X-Men explode into violence. The battles rage across the globe, with iconic characters like Iron Man, Spider-Man, Wolverine, Storm, and many more facing off against one another. Friendships are torn apart, alliances are tested, and the lines between hero and enemy begin to blur. Each side is fighting for what they believe is the greater good. But the war only grows more intense as the Phoenix Force draws closer to Earth. When the Phoenix Force finally reaches Earth, everything changes. In a desperate attempt to contain its power, Iron Man inadvertently fractures the Phoenix into 5 pieces, which bond with 5 X-Men: Cyclops, Emma Frost, Namor, Colossus, and Magic. Together, they become the Phoenix Five, wielding nearly limitless cosmic power. At first, they use their newfound abilities to reshape the world, ending war and creating paradise-like conditions. But as their power grows, so does their arrogance, and the line between hero and tyrant begins to blur. With the Phoenix Force's power comes great corruption. The Phoenix Five, once driven by the desire to create a better world, begin to impose their will upon the planet, crushing any who stand in their way, including the Avengers. As the Phoenix Force consumes them, they grow more unstable and dangerous. One by one, they fall. Namor is defeated by the Avengers. Colossus and Magic turn on each other, and Emma Frost's grip on power starts to falter. But the real threat is Cyclops, who becomes the sole wielder of the Phoenix Force. In his desperate quest to save mutantkind, Cyclops succumbs to the Phoenix Force and transforms into the Dark Phoenix, one of the most dangerous beings in the universe. His power threatens to consume the entire planet, and even his closest allies can no longer reach him. The Avengers and the remaining X-Men realize that they have to stop Cyclops before the Phoenix destroys all of reality. The final battle takes place between Cyclops and Hope Summers. With the help of Scarlet Witch, Hope finally embraces her destiny and harnesses the Phoenix Force. Together, Hope and Wanda are able to strip Cyclops of the Phoenix's power and undo the damage it caused. In the end, Hope uses the Phoenix to reignite the spark of life in mutantkind, restoring the mutant gene and ensuring the future of her people. But the cost of the war is high, and Cyclops, once a hero, is now seen as a villain. Avengers vs. X-Men leaves both teams shattered and divided. Cyclops is imprisoned, and the X-Men are left to pick up the pieces after their leaders fall from grace. The Avengers, too, are left questioning their role in the conflict. But the most significant impact is on the mutant population, thanks to Hope Summers. New mutants begin to emerge across the globe, giving hope to a species that was on the brink of extinction. However, the scars of the war remain, and the consequences of the Phoenix's return will be felt for years to come. Avengers vs. X-Men is a story of power, responsibility, and the lengths to which heroes will go to protect what they believe in. It's a story where ideologies clash, friendships are tested, and in the end, no one emerges unscathed. The war may be over, But the impact of the Phoenix and the choices made during this conflict will resonate throughout the Marvel Universe for years. Hope Summers, once a symbol of a dying race, becomes the key to their survival, proving that sometimes, hope is the most powerful force of all. Thank you for joining us on this journey through one of the most iconic and pivotal moments in comic book history. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more deep dives into the greatest events of the Marvel Universe.